Hello and welcome to another Ye Olde Battle Reps video. Today they've all been tricked, Jack. The trickster his master plan has come to fruition and he has tricked some of his most aggressive and difficult enemies. He has tricked a Necron army into believing that there is an ancient Necron artifact on this green and lush imperial world, and he has tricked all three of his brothers into believing that there is an ancient artifact here of use to them, and they have sent their Archdaemons, Angrath the Unbound, Scabathax the Bloated, and Zarakanel. There's something where don't think actually she's got a name. 3 Archdaemons, 3 Lords of War have come to this world to claim a prize that does not exist, and they are fighting this incursion of Necrons for no reason whatsoever. There is nothing here of use to either of them, and neither of them know it yet. So we're doing a narrative battle today. It's kind of matched in the sense that Jack's got 2,500 points of Necrons, and the points of these 3 are 2,331 altogether. The main reason we're doing this is I've just finished painting all 3 of them. A separate video on these guys, so I'm not going to worry too much about showing them off, but this guy you've seen before anyway. I also finished painting this one yesterday too. So the narrative is that there's a reason that she's up there, which I'll explain in a second. So it's not a match play game, although we are essentially keeping to match play rules and that you can't repeat stratagems and spells and things. So, but we are introducing a few of our own kind of house narrative rules. So to start with, you won't obviously haven't seen it, but Jack deployed his entire army before I deployed any of mine. The idea that they were already here and the demons have just blinked into existence on this world. These two are set up as normal, and I spent 2 CPs to have her appear. This is technically the beginning of my first movement phase, because we also agreed that demons would go first, because actually otherwise there's a good chance that one of them would just die at the beginning, and it's a bit of a shame to lose them so early on. Now, to make it a bit fairer, or to make it a bit more different, every time a Necron unit is slain completely, on a 2+ in the next movement phase, they come on as reinforcements from the back. That counts as their movement, so they have to stay at the back, but essentially Jack has got an inexhaustible army. His mission is to try and kill all 3 of these. We're going to play 6 turns, I think, depending on how we feel. At the moment we set it at 6, but obviously we haven't done a narrative campaign like this before in 8th edition 40k, so we're going to see how it goes. We might end it at 5 if we decide that that's how it's working best, but we're setting it at 6 at the moment. We've made quite a slight addition to the rules for summoning units. So firstly, I can summon whatever units I like, with no points limits. There's no points for my summoning.
Apart from Tzich.
Apart from Tzich. I cannot summon any Tzich, because obviously Tzich has tricked all of these warriors into being here, so why on earth would he help them out by sending his own demons? So I can't summon Tzich, which I couldn't actually anyway, because you can only summon one to the same keyword anyway. So, but there's not going to be any Tzich around. You won't be able to see it very well, but over there, on my side of my kitchen, is my summoning pool, the units I could summon to.
Not the bread.
Not the bread. Or the cookbook. Okay, so to make it, because normally to summon units you roll 3d6 or you forgo your movement and summon 3d6 and roll 3d6, and you can summon something with equal to or less than power level of that roll. We're making a slight addition to that to make it a bit more interesting. Any of them can sacrifice their movement to do that, or these 2, Scabathax and Zarakanel, can sacrifice a psychic power to perform a summoning roll instead. So they can still move. They can both cast 2 psychic powers normally, so they could sacrifice 1 psychic power to bring on a unit anyway. And he obviously could sacrifice his movement, which he obviously isn't going to do at the moment because that'd be silly, because he wants to get over there, start slashing stuff with a big axe. So that's it, I think, for our additional rules. Can you think of anything else, Jack? The other thing is that at the point of filming, Necron Codex isn't released, but it's been leaked.
Well, it's been leaked in beta.
In beta.
But because this is a narrative game anyway, it's not.
Yeah, because it's a narrative game, we are using those technically beta rules. I mean, Jack, obviously there's already a video up of Jack's assessment of those beta rules, which we're pretty certain are definitely the right ones.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I think that mostly, because they've done 2 days of official leaks and they've all been exactly the same.
Yeah.
There might be some differences, but...
I don't particularly think Games Workshop cares when people leak the rules, because it just gets everyone really excited about it, so, and it gets everyone talking about it, so I don't think they actually care. I'm not suggesting they have leaked them, I don't think they did, because I think they do like to be in control of that kind of thing, but I don't think they care either.
I don't think they do. So there might be some things that turn out to be different in the final codex, but we're not too worried about for the purposes of this game.
Yeah, because it's a narrative. Yeah. So essentially at the end of turn 6 or turn 5, depending we leave, if I have 1 Archdemon left, I win a minor victory, which is kind of a victory still. If I have 2 left, I win a major victory. If Jack's wiped out all 3 of them, he's won.
Yeah.
Essentially, there's no objectives or anything, nothing like that. It's just let's kill some stuff.
It's going to be brutal.
Hopefully, it's going to be utterly brutal. We'll see how it goes.
Lots of scrap metal by the end of turn 1.
Hopefully, it's lots of scrap metal by the end of turn 1. I am using the Demon Codex. Obviously, these 3 aren't from the Demon Codex. And just to say this now as well, at the moment, or I am going to buy it, I don't own the Imperial Armour book for these models. So I'm entirely getting off Battlescribe their rules. So if I make any mistakes, it's probably on there. But I am able to use stratagems for demons, psychic powers for demons.
Oh, we've got 12 CPs each as well.
We've got 12 CPs each. So Jack comes with 12 CPs and decided to make it fair, to make it more even, I also get 12. I've got 10 left because I spent 2 to move her, and you spent 1 as well for another artifact?
Yeah, another artifact. So I've got on my Overlord there, he's got the Void Reaper, and on my Lord, he's got the Orb. He doesn't actually have a sword. He's got the Lightning Field.
So you've seen what army I've got. Obviously just got these 3 and I've got some summoning units over there. Let's just do a quick sweep of Jack. Now, this is obviously Admech Breacher. We've got to bring my Jack. We've got 3 destroyers and it'll be really sad not to use them. So that's actually a destroyer. 3 scarabs, 3 bikey things, whatever they're called. Tomb Blades. Warriors. Immortal. I won't bother going into all their weapons and things. Or just show them. You'll find out as you go. Warriors. Trexlocker. Wraith. Another destroyer. Warriors. Overlord. Catan. Nightbringer. Big gun. Lich Guard?
Yeah,
they're called. They've got
sides.
They've got sides, not shields. 10 warriors, 3 wraiths, Annihilation Barge, 5 more immortals, Lord, Cryptek, 10 warriors, more Tomb Blade, and last of all, 1 more destroyer at the back. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's go on to Demons turn 1. So end of Demon turn 1 movement. Technically, she would appear now. But I put her on at the beginning because it made more fun for the narrative to be there. So she's summoned Keeper Secrets, which is pretty fun. So he's turned up, which is good. Oh, look, painted as well. Got fully painted army, Jack. Look, fully painted. He advanced up 3, so he's gone 10. He advanced up another 3 because actually he couldn't charge him anyway. So he's now all the way up here. He's so big. He's so big. When you put him near small models, you realize how ridiculously big he is. I mean, look. His wings are utterly... That is a Necron warrior standing on his wing. The way I think of it, his wing, one of his wings is taller than Nagash. And Nagash is a big model.
Yeah.
So that's pretty mad. Anyway, enough about the model. It's hard not to talk about it though, isn't it? Because he's just so cool. Yeah, so movement. So on to Psychic, which will be quite good now because I've got 3 Psychers.
Shit.
End of Demon's Psychic phase, which went really quite well. So, essentially, he cast Miasma of Pestilence on himself, which is marked there, so he's now -1 to hit. The Keeper Secrets cast Delightful Agonies on Zarakanel. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Which means every time she suffers a wound or a mortal wound, she can ask 6, she ignores it, so I can feel no pain. She then summoned... She did... Smite on them, killed 1, and then summoned a very nerdly looking but actually a Slanesh Soulgrinder for the battlefield, which is pretty mad. He summoned a Demon Prince, who then in turn cast Smite on them, killing 1 of them. So I know it's the old Glencoe model, who by the way I still think is amazing. And I've had this model since I was 10. So he's pretty cool. So he is a Demon Prince. I'm using my old, apart from this guy who is still the same. This guy is now my Demon Prince of Nurgle, not a grey and clean one. I then paid 1 CP for him to cast Summoning again. And he summoned 3 of these guys. So my army is looking surprisingly more full. Okay, so shooting over. Not a lot of shooting, obviously. These guys fired their Death's Heads and killed 1 warrior. My Soul Grinder fired at the 1 destroyer and did nothing at all. And he used his whip, which was -1 because it's an assault weapon, and killed 1 immortal. It didn't roll very well for the number of shots, and he rolled 4. Actually hit twice with 5, which was pretty good. Right, now the fun bit. Charge phase. On to a very disappointing charge phase, as you can see. They're all still sitting there. Not a single one of them got into charge.
Damn, snap Zayden.
Even with a CP reroll.
Even with a CP reroll on Zarel. So I'm just sitting here now, ready to take an absolute bombardment of firepower from Jack, in the hope that some of these guys, mainly these guys, survive. See what happens. End of Necrons movement. So these guys have all pretty much stayed still. They moved around a little bit, they all stayed still. Everyone's crowding around Angrath. Jack wants to take this motherfucker off the board. Huge motherfucker. Yeah, all come around. The warriors have moved up to get in rapid fire range. These guys are all going to get a nice big charge in. I might interrupt, kill some shit before he dies. Yeah, Necron kind of shooting psychic phase with this. That was a long and brutal shooting phase. So, to summarise, everything kind of over this side, all this lot, all shot at this guy and took 11 wounds off him, which is a bit scary. Nothing bothered firing any of these guys. I think he fired some at him and he survived all of it.
Two people shot.
Yeah. Everything else fired at her and did 9 wounds on her. None of them are down to their degraded profile yet, but they will be. Yeah. Okay, charges. So charges, Wraiths got in, both sets. Ooh. Overlord's in and the Nightbringer's in.
Lich-Guard failed.
Lich-Guard failed. So combat here, brutal. Yeah. I did save all of your hits against your from your Nightbringer.
Did nothing, yeah.
Nothing at all.
Saves made.
I then interrupted and tried to kill his Overlord, rolled really badly on my hit rolls. I missed 5 on 2+.
Or 5 ones.
5 ones and didn't kill him, got 1 wound left, and in return he's down to 6 wounds.
Yeah, I don't know if you mentioned the Overlord has a void side, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So he wounds on 2+ all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Okay, on to my turn 1 movement. Turn 2 movement. Yeah, my movement. So he's obviously stayed where he is. He sacrificed his movement, in inverted commas, to summon a Demon Prince, which was this Bloodthirster, but it's much cooler than a Demon Prince model, so he's got a Demon Prince. Everyone else has just moved up. Let's get into combat with these horrible things and try and take them down. I know they'll come back, but at least I can try and prevent some shooting by being in combat. That's the plan. He stayed where he is so he can shoot better. And yeah, on to Psychic Phase. So Psychic Phase was quite fun. I've bolstered my ranks a bit more. Summoned another Demon Prince. It's obviously Be'lakor model, but it's a Demon Prince of Nurgle. With wings! He smited them and killed 1. He smited them and killed 2 and cast Delightful Agonies on her again. She summoned Seekers and then cast Smite and did 3 wounds on the Lord.
Yeah, 11 rolled on Smite, wasn't it?
Yeah, 11 rolled on Smite. So now it's time to do some shooting, which I've actually got some. So I'm going to start with this guy. He's going to hit your Lord. So another fairly uneventful shooting phase, really. Didn't kill the Lord. He made all his saves, Bellend, because he fired his whip at the Lord. Was it there somewhere? No idea if this is void put together or not. He didn't kill anything with his vomit. Or he killed 1. He killed 1 Lich-Guard with his vomit. Not his vomit.
2 Lich-Guard have died, I think.
3 of them died altogether. Yeah, we smited 1. Yeah. I killed quite a lot of warriors with Death's Heads and with this guy. And now it's just onto the fun chargey stuff. Okay, lots of charges got in, which is good. Don't think I suffered in. I think I suffered 1 wound here to Overwatch from the Keeper Secrets. So he got in, he got in there, they got into the warriors, he got into both the Immortals and the Cryptek. She got into whoever she liked, and they failed their charge. Okay, let's try and kill some stuff. So, end of my combat phase. It was fairly brutal. So she killed 5 warriors, was actually it. He made both his ward saves. He killed the Cryptek and the rest of the Immortals and piled into the Annihilation bars. They polished up all the warriors. Failed a morale check. He killed something. What did he kill? 2 Lich Guards. There. He's gone!
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
There's a big Angrass-shaped hole. Oh.
The Overlord interrupted and killed him.
The Overlord interrupted and
With
killed him.
1 wound left.
And then how did the Overlord die? Oh, the Overlord died when he exploded and,
That's it.
and did mortal
His
wounds to
revenge.
kill the Overlord. Yeah. He killed all those 3 wraiths. It's all a bit superfluous as far as I'm concerned with this big hole here. And he killed a wraith as well. I have killed stuff. We've decided, because actually Jack's found it easier to kill these Archdaemons than we expected. We decided that
in a couple of turns.
Otherwise, we decided that his unit's going to come back on a 4+, not a 2+.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens. Because obviously,
it's turn 1, it's turn 2 now, and I've killed 1. One's down to
turn 2 and you killed 1 and 1's down to under half wounds. So it's a bit drastic. Otherwise, well, no, that was part of the fun of it. It wasn't. I said to Jack at the beginning of this battle, I didn't think I was going to win. But that wasn't the point.
I wasn't really sure.
But it's just fun to get the models.
I was mostly just thinking of how hard this fucker's been to kill in the past. Yeah. But
I think he still will be really hard to kill. Especially if he can heal wounds back.
Yeah, I'll kill all of them as well.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's my fight phase. So on to Necrons movement. So summarising movement. So the units that came back on again. Unit of Immortals came back on and the Wraiths came back on. I think that was it.
Yeah.
Lord didn't, Cryptek didn't, Lich Guard didn't, and Warriors didn't. Do we already think works better?
Definitely.
If his entire army had just come back,
we might as well just said they automatically come back on, which is way too much. If it was too
if we're going to do that, we'll say mine come back on again.
Yeah.
And have it just ongoing, work out we should work out a different way of doing it. But okay, so a lot of things have left combat. They left combat with him. They've stuck around. The Warriors left combat over there, and so did the Lord. He left combat because he can still shoot. So just on to shooty bollocks, really. Another brutal shooting phase. He's down to 8. Basically, everything fired at either him or her, because Warriors did anything else.
The Nightbringer did 7 wounds in.
I would 7 wounds, yeah, which is pretty brutal.
With anti-matter meteor.
Yeah, his pistol. So I mean, rolled very badly with his.
Yeah.
He's down to 8 wounds, and he's down to 5. She's down to 5. Charge. Okay, into combat. All very quick. Nightbringer. Oh.
And that's just one side of me.
Actually, to be fair, no, my roll was normal. You rolled. Actually, that was pretty average, I would say.
It's because I got 2 wounds through and I rolled 10. So I did 10 on my D6.
Yeah. You rolled particularly high for your wounds, so yeah, he died exactly. It didn't blow up. And then she's got a special rule that means she can always attack first. And if you've got charging units, you alternate. So she got to attack before the wraiths and kill them all.
That's she's
her sword's quite mad, yeah, because basically with her sword on a 4+ to wound, she does 3 mortal wounds instead of damage, so she's killed all 3 wraiths.
Killed 3 wraiths
in one go. That's pretty good. So the game is almost over. I mean, we've got 5 minutes left, but it's been fun. So we're going to play. I want to play again. We'll see what else she can do, really. So let's keep going. So my movement very simple. Everyone's just kind of pushed up again. So he's actually moved up this time. I'm trying to get to combat with him. He's moved up. Stayed still. They moved up. They moved just to make sure they definitely engage him. Well, actually, it's slightly. Actually, I'm gonna move him. Actually, I'm gonna move him closer to there because actually I need to kill that. But there's no point in it because it can fly, can't it? It can just leave combat.
It can leave combat, yeah.
But it doesn't get.
It will be at its lower
profile. So, and then these guys will move up as well. Psychic phase. Okay, shooting. Not a lot happened really. Did I do? And psychic. Sorry. So
quite a few.
Killed a few warriors. Took some wounds off this guy. Took some wounds off this guy. Killed some warriors. Did some more wounds on this guy in the shooting phase. And got 2 left. Down to 11. Kind of it really. All my spells really were just damaging stuff, so it killed warriors essentially. On to charge phase. Charge phase. Everyone got in. He suffered 3 wounds from Overwatch. No one else suffered any apart from her, of course. Suffered 1 wound from Overwatch. Let's hit some stuff. Okay, end of my combat. All relatively predictable. I think these guys both killed 4 warriors each. This guy did really well. His quantum shielding saved him, basically. He made all the saves he needed to. So he suffered 3 wounds. Killed this guy pretty easily, and killed the Lord pretty easily. Killed... She, again, actually is really good at combat.
She's been scary.
Causing mortal wounds is mental. She's worked out loads of stuff. She's been ridiculous. She killed all 3 bites by herself.
Yeah.
And then they killed the heavy destroyer quite easily. They piled in and didn't do any damage. And then I get done that one already, and that's it. And I just saw he's got 1 wound in return, and that's it. So on to Jack turn 3. Can you kill her? He was not the one I thought was going to be the last one left.
No. And she started the closest.
I thought the closest, yeah. Okay, well, obviously Jack's just trying to kill her now, so everything's just pushing over this way, moving over here.
Not brought anyone on this.
Not brought anyone on this turn because that's all dead, and we can't really be bothered.
Yeah,
We're just going to see if what we've got is going to only got 4 left. Let's see if we can finish it off. It'd be hilarious if we don't kill that.
Yes, I will shoot this off.
Anyway, there we go. So it ended up being a very quick shooting phase because the game is now over.
First shot.
Treyarch Orca shot and killed her. Which is fine. So that is technically the end of the game because Jack has achieved his objective of killing all 3 Archdaemons. It was fun. It was not what we expected. We expected the Archdaemons to basically do kind of a bit better than they did.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't really mind they didn't. I mean, technically you had more points, I suppose, but the summoning and all stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're probably going to do something like it again and maybe think about the victory conditions.
Necrons, definitely.
Yeah, I think because there was no real victory conditions apart from killing them, I think what we may consider next time is we still only start with those 3 again, exactly the same kind of thing. Still have people coming on, but have victory points.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 for an Archdemon. And 1 for everything else.
Yeah.
And even if they come back, even if they come back on again, I still get points for them.
Yeah.
And possibly me starting with 2,500.
Yeah.
So
started with less, didn't you?
starting now, so I had 2,300. So basically, I could have bought better core, for example,
or just bring less.
Yeah.
But one of the problems with that was, as we said, I could just freely commit. I mean, no, we modified it a little bit instead of what would be 4+ now, but I still was just, don't care if they die,
Yeah.
Because I know I'll get them back eventually. And also, because the only victory condition for me was killing the Archdemons, I just ignored everything else.
Yeah. I mean, the wounds the other ones have suffered have been basically just through consequence rather than an actual targeted effort to killing them.
Yeah.
Because they were just totally irrelevant to you, really. Just focus everything on the Archdemons. So for me, my model of the match, I think Jack would agree that this is the model of the match really for both teams, just because she was so much fun. This one, not what we expected. I expected her to die really quickly because she's technically on paper the weakest. But I think because she was the weakest, Jack didn't target her as much, and actually her sword is mental.
Yeah.
Doing 3 mortal wounds to a model on a wound roll of 4+. Since she hits on 2s.
And still tough as 8 as well.
Still tough as 8. Put her near, say, a demon print, so she re-rolls her 1s to hit. So 6 stacks re-rolling 1s.
If you had rolled even average for your saving wounds, what was it called? I can't remember. You had a spell on there.
I cast a spell on her twice.
Quite a few
Delicious
more.
Agonies or something, and she didn't make a single save of them.
Yeah.
Which, that happens. I wasn't too bothered about it. But yeah, I really enjoyed her. I'm going to take her, I think, just in normal battles. It makes me want to collect Slaanesh demons just to have her, which is cool because Slaanesh demons are cool and they're probably one of the least popular ones.
Yeah.
Actually, my second favourite Slaanesh after Nurgle.
Oh, right.
I would say Tzeentch is alright. I've got a lot of Tzeentch stuff, but that's mainly because I used to collect disciples of Tzeentch, wasn't it? But so yeah, there they are. There they are, and he's just there for scale, so you can get the true idea of just how ridiculously big this guy is. Actually, even just how tall she is. I mean, look how tall she is compared to him, all the way up. Yeah, that was good fun. It was over by the end of turn 3.
Start of my turn 3.
Start of your turn 3. Yeah, it was fun to do not a match play game and have a bit more kind of looser rules and things as well. That was good. I definitely enjoyed using these 3. It makes me think I'm going to use these 3 just as Lords of War in Demons and Chaos armies as well. I've taken Scabath, I think twice, but I'm going to take him again.
Yeah, he's awesome. He didn't end up doing too much, but he just looks so cool.
But I would definitely sacrifice 2 CPs to make him deep striking.
Yeah, Definitely.
And probably wait until like turn 2 or turn 3 later on when I've already got units in combat.
Yeah,
or
get good opening rather than
you know,
just plunging in.
and same with her. I'd probably do the same with her as well, actually, and probably the same with him. I'd probably spend that
All
2 CPs on all 3 of them. Actually, I think it's worth it because he is quite slow. So him being starting 9 inches from you, yeah, you can't advance, but you know, getting to within 9 inches straight away is really good.
I think that's the first narrative in inverted commas match we've done. Because normally, even when we played fantasy and all when we've done 40k, we've always done matched, basically the equivalent matched play.
Yeah.
We? So being a bit looser with the rules and just trying stuff out and amending things as we went, I think it worked well. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And definitely want to do something like that in future, like a modified version of this, like we said.
Yep. And then we can agree the true winner.
Is the Overlord because he killed the...
No, it's Tzatzit.
Yeah, definitely.
It's Tzatzit because all 3 of the Archdaemons have been killed and I wiped out an awful lot of Necrons. It's nice to have a big battle again as well.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff out. We've done a couple of... And we enjoyed the small ones. It'll almost be interesting to do a really small one of like 888 points, which is how much he is against 888 points in Necrons to see what happens. And just, that'd be interesting to see something like that. And you could do that quite quickly, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right.
Thanks a lot for watching.
See you next time.